Hey there guys, it's Tina and I am back and bold and bright. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm really excited to share this beautiful, bold, colorful look with you guys today. Listen, it's almost the end of summer and I needed to get some colorful looks out there for you guys. So I'm doing a get ready with me tutorial for this look, but I also have a sponsor for this video, which I'm really excited to share with you as well. The brand is Ana Luisa Jewelry and they reached out to me and I was really excited to hear from them because I've seen them featured on Hannah Louise Poston's channel and I was like, oh my god, those pieces look really interesting because she has a really classic yet edgy style, so I love seeing the pieces on her. So when they reached out to me, I'm like, yeah, I'm excited to try them out. So they sent me a couple of pieces to try out because I wanted to try them out, of course, firsthand to see if I like them. And I also made purchases on my own because, you know, you want to test out to see if the shipping is really great, how's the customer service, and everything is on the up and up. So I really appreciated the offer to work with me. They sent me these earrings. These are the Joyce earrings and these are really fun. Like, look at these. I'm gonna show you up close shots, but do you see these? They look like a safety clip or like a little canoe, like a little boat, but I don't know. It's really cute and the way they latch is they kind of snap in. Do you see that? So I love that pin effect and I think they're just a really interesting style. They also sent me the large hoop earrings, which I love a hoop. I'm always wearing a hoop. If you watch my channel, you've seen me in a hoop. So I told them that I would be interested in trying out the hoop style because that's just my signature. And I really do like these hoops, but they have a couple of different styles of hoops. For these, if you see, the closure is that little snap style, which I like, but I find that the snap is a little bit loose. So if you're like me, I get my hoops caught on certain things and they pull out of your ears really easily, which is good because that means it's not tugging on your ears, so it won't rip out of your ear, but you have to be careful that they don't fall out and go missing. So if you have trouble with that, they have different styles where they're the push-in style that I prefer. So if I was gonna order these again or tell them which ones to send me, I would tell them to send me the other style of hoop. But I do like these hoops, and what I like about their jewelry is that most of the jewelry is 14 karat gold. As we know with gold jewelry, like genuine real gold jewelry, they're gonna be higher price, but they're gonna be better quality and they won't tarnish or like change color over time. They're gonna last you a really long time. So you're gonna see that higher price point, but just know that you're gonna get higher quality products. And if you ever have an issue, like, you can reach out to them, which I actually did. So one of the items that I ordered were the little gold studs, and one of them got dented, and I reached out to them. I'm like, I got this damage, can I return it? And they were like, no problem. They sent me the return shipping label and it was a breeze to get it returned, and I was able to either exchange it or get my refund back. So I thought that was a really good thing to point out to you guys, and that was something that I wanted to test for myself, which is why I ordered items for myself. The other thing that I received from them is this necklace. So this is the Brook necklace, and I love this because it looks like, to me it looks like a little croissant, but it's like a little horn shape, and it's so intricate, and the actual necklace has little beaded balls on it. And I love this, and it's like the perfect length as well because it's not like a choker like it's up here. It has the perfect length, so I can wear it with tops like these where it hangs down. And because I love the necklaces so much, I went ahead and ordered a couple more, again, testing out the shipping for myself, the customer service for myself. So I ordered another style. This one is the Rummy Lattice, and this one has like little blue balls as well. Isn't that cute? Like, I love the accent of this necklace. The length is also really beautiful. Now you can also get this Brook necklace as a duo set, which is the Sylvia set. So it comes with this second necklace, which I also really love. It has this round pendant, but it has little dents in it, so it's a really beautiful style. So I'll wear these layered, and let me just put it on for you. So you can see here, that's the layered piece. Isn't it cute? So this is like the perfect length to do with longer necklaces, so you can do that layered look. And they have other sets where they have 2 pieces or 3 pieces. So definitely check them out. I will leave my link down below. That's a personalized link to go through their website. So you can use that link, and I also got a discount code. It's Tina10 for $10 off your purchase. It is not an affiliate link. It is just a discount code for you guys to use. So I've been really enjoying their jewelry, and I like these for myself personally, and I would get these for my mom because she has sensitive ears, so she has to wear gold jewelry. So if I was purchasing anything from the website for her, I know she would get quality, and then she would get that 14 karat gold that she needs for her sensitive ears. And gold jewelry just lasts a lot longer, and I love gifting gold jewelry because, you know, it's just higher quality. People treasure it for a long time, and I've been really enjoying my pieces. So I'm excited about this, so let me know what you guys think. And for the eyeshadow look, we're gonna jump into it now. I'm featuring the Ace Beauté Oceanic palette. Isn't this look pretty? And I have glitter, and I have like a whole thing going on. So if you want to see how I created this look, then stay tuned, and I will talk to you soon. Alright guys, let's do this. So I already filled in my brows, alright, because we're about to get into a lot of eyeshadow, so I wanted to get that out the way, and I applied concealer under my brows. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of face prep, like skin prep. So this is the Bobbi Brown, what is it called? The Vitamin Enriched Face Base. And I don't even really like this for my skin. A lot of people love this. I'm just using it because I already have it, and I gotta use it up. So yeah. I think maybe dry and normal skin will appreciate this a lot more than I do because I have oily skin. There are just not a lot of moisturizers and primers that I fall in love with on the strength of they just get too greasy for me. And I think this is a very heavy moisturizer. But since I'm not going anywhere or wearing this for too long, I'm just gonna roll with it. It does smell really, it smells like citrus. It smells really nice. It feels very soothing, but yeah, I can already see the shine happening. Don't laugh at my nose, because it's gonna get shiny throughout this tutorial. Get ready with me. So we're using very bright colors. So I'm gonna go in with a primer that I know works. This is the Kat Von D Skin Base High Voltage Primer. It's discontinued. If you have a base that you like, go ahead and use that. Preferably you want a lighter base, so one that has a lighter color than your skin tone, close to white. That's gonna really help the eyeshadows to pop because we're gonna be using bright colors, and I want them to really stand out on the lid. So I'm just blending that out with a Real Techniques Deluxe crease brush just to make sure we have even coverage. You can even go in with a sponge. This is a dry sponge from e.l.f. just to make sure that's really even. I don't want any patchiness, so I'm gonna make sure that base is really smooth before we go in with our eyeshadows, because I'm not gonna set this at all because I want, again, the eyeshadows to really pop. So our palette today, as I mentioned, is the Ace Beauté Oceanic palette. So it looks like so. It has very bright, like bold colors. So we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do kind of a cut crease colorful situation. So I'm gonna start out with the shade Fiji. This is a matte light teal shade, and I'm using a Sonia Kashuk blending brush and just blending that in the inner crease area, going back and forth windshield wiper motions. I'm not sure if I'm going full on cut crease with this yet, so I'm still trying to keep above the crease and not get too much on the lid area because I don't like to do a lot of cleanup if I am intending on doing a cut crease. So I'm just doing like a light circular motion to buff that out, just to bring that color and fade it. You can do circular motions, windshield wiper motions. That's gonna help to fade the color out. And this color is blending beautifully. I actually also wanted to go in with the algae shade, which is that bright neon green. And I'm just gonna use the same brush to build that up. That is actually really pigmented and it will cover up that teal. So okay, I'm gonna go from the bright green and then move to teal because I feel like I want to have that green. So we're having a little change of plans, and I'm really happy that this color is able to layer up without getting patchy at all. So that green is really bold, boom, and then we're gonna go back in with Fiji and use that in the center of the crease instead now. Same brush, back and forth windshield wiper motions, just building that color up and then blending it out. That is actually working out really well. So we can go from a light green to a teal to more of a bright blue, which is what I really wanted to do with this. Now I'm gonna pick up the shade Blue Clam. This is a little intense. I'm a little intimidated. It's a bright blue, like a navy, but it still has like some boldness to it. So even though it's a navy, it still looks pretty bright. So I'm just using that on the outer crease area, not going all the way out to the outer V, just using it back and forth. Oh my god, that is so good. That pigmentation is amazing, and that color is really bold, as you can see. I'm just gonna build that up, windshield wiper motions again, just to deposit the color, and then I'll clean off my brush and go around the edges of the color to blend it out. Since I don't want that intensity to go all the way up, so you go around the edges of the color, same windshield wiper motion, but you're just lightly going around the edges to blend them out so they fade up as a gradient and don't look as harsh. That is actually really blending out beautifully. All right, so we are just gonna add a little bit more of the blue. The blue is really intense, so you gotta be really careful about applying too much, but we want to have the intensity and then just so it fades up like it does that gradient effect. You know what we said? Yeah! Okay, that was too much. It's gonna give you that gradient effect, which is exactly what you're going for. So I'm gonna go back in with Fiji, which is the teal, and make sure that that shows up in the middle. Ooh, I just whistled. Did you hear that? Ooh, child. So you just pop that in the middle so you have the gradient from green to the teal and then the blue. Next step, I'm gonna go in with Lagoon, which is the dark inky blue, and we're gonna add that on the outer V now, and I'm gonna kind of come around on the outer crease, outer V, and close that loop between the lid and the crease with that dark blue. And this is a really beautiful dark blue, and I'm kind of keeping it right on the outer lid because I want to add a little bit of the green. Like, I want to do the most with color today, so I want to put all the colors on my lid. But oh, look at that blue. Isn't that great? And the beautiful thing about these eyeshadows is that they're not skipping, they're not patchy, they're really building up nicely. And this is the reason I've fallen in love with indie brand eyeshadows. They do them so well, and I don't think Ace Beauté is necessarily getting the hype that they truly deserve. I'm whistling again, what the hell? But they have such a beautiful matte formulation. It's just so great. It's not like, look at that. That's like full on intensity, pigmentation, no patchiness. And even without this kind of primer, it still picks up on just basic concealer or like a basic like Urban Decay primer, which is what I really love about these shadows, and I want to showcase them for sure. I'm gonna grab this Worker Pro brush from Sonia G. It's like an eye shader brush now. We've been using that crease brush from Sonia Kashuk. Sonia's are killing it with the brushes. So Sonia G, we're gonna grab this brush. This is an eye shader brush. It's a little fluffy, so you can still use it for blending, but it's a little bit more dense to pack on color. And I'm gonna grab the Turtle shade. This one is just the matte dark grass green, and I'm gonna just put it right against the blue on that outer lid, directly against it, and just pull it inwards onto kind of the outer half of the lid is where we're placing this one. It won't show a lot of difference from the inky dark blue, but you will still see it show up just a little bit different than the blue on the outer lid. So we're really going for the Oceanic vibe, which this palette definitely sells Oceanic to me. And then I'll grab a little bit of the matte grass, lighter grass green. This one is Seagrass, fitting name. And just blend it right next to that green. So it's gonna give us that fade without having to actually blend it and fade it. It's just giving us an easy way to blend out the edge of that dark green without doing too much. And I'm using the same Worker Pro brush. They're Builder Pros and Worker Pros from Sonia G. I really love them. So I'm just using that green, not really to add color, but just to fade out the edge of that dark green. Because now we're gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna actually do the cut crease situation. So for the cut crease, we're going back in with the primer from Kat Von D. But I'm using an Alamar Cosmetics really small concealer brush. This was in a boxy charm. There was a set of brushes. I think there were 3 brushes, but this is a really small detail concealer brush. I would normally use my Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer brush for this, but the Anastasia one is larger. So that's the difference in size if you were interested. So I'm not even creating a full cut crease. I'm creating an inner cut crease with this primer. And you can use a concealer for this, or you have things like from Makeup Revolution. They have a cut crease base. You also have the P. Louise base. But this is the base that I'm using and I really love it. Alright, let's do that on the other side and try to make it even. Pray for me, because this is about to be a situation. And again, I'm just trying to blend out the edge of the primer so it's smooth and I don't disrupt the colors that are on the lid, or it doesn't come out choppy when I go over it with color, you know? Because this primer can create like a choppy effect if it's not smooth, really smooth. Alright, so the Ace Beauté palette doesn't have like a light matte like nude shade in there or like an ivory. So I'm gonna go in with Blanc Type from MAC, which is just a matte ivory shade. It is my ultimate favorite matte ivory. Did they discontinue it? I think they did, because it's one of their matte squared eyeshadows. I hope they didn't, because Blanc Type was just, it is, okay, just the best. This is just a Rite 8 eyeshadow brush. Again, another of my faves. I'm just gonna pop that right over the center part of the lid. And then we're grabbing Mykonos from the palette, which is just a shimmery bright green. And we're gonna put that on the center of the lid. That is not picking up too much because I think I went over the primer with powder already. So I'm gonna go ahead and dampen the Rite 8 brush with my Smashbox primer water. You can also use like Fix Plus, but I'm just making sure that shimmer really picks up. So I'm popping that on the middle of the lid. Since I want to maintain the cut crease, I'm gonna go in with the Alamar Cosmetics brush and just go right against the edge of the where we created that cut crease with the color, so we don't go into the crease with the shimmer, because I want to keep it right on the lid itself. And I'll go back in with the 2 greens and just mix them on the brush. So that's Seagrass and Turtle on the Sonia Worker 2 brush, and just blend over the edge so we don't have that harsh line, because you can kind of see a harsh line. And we want to minimize the look of that where it goes from matte to shimmer. I want you guys to actually bear with me, okay? I'm gonna pull out another palette. I know, I should really stick to one, but I don't want to. I just want to be extra. This is from Kaleidos Cosmetics. I just got these in the mail. This is the Futurism 5 Electro Turquoise palette. Isn't it pretty? Oh my god. So in here, they have this really beautiful shimmery teal shade, and it has some glitter to it as well. This is a new formulation that they're trying out, and I'm just gonna pop. Oh my god, do you see that? That's why I wanted to grab this. Oh my god, that's gonna add such a beautiful pop of shimmer, oh god, on that lid. Okay, I might mess up the matte in the crease because this shade is so beautiful. Alright, let me grab the Alamar brush and go around the edge a little bit to clean it up. That is so stunning. I love, love, love that. All right. I still want to be extra, so I'm going to go in with this yellow eye pigment. This is from Flower Beauty. It's called their Pop Fanatic Eye Pigment. This is the shade Zing, which is just the matte yellow. I'm going to grab an eyeliner brush. This is from Ray Morris. It's the Precision Bent Eyeliner Brush. And I'm just going to use that to create a yellow line along the cut crease on the inner part of the lid. Okay, this might be a mistake. Is it a mistake? It looks like a mistake right now. Alright, we're gonna recalculate. I'm gonna go back in with that lime green that we had used on that inner crease and just go back in with our buffing brush and just blend over that area. And then we'll rethink, recalculate, reposition, and figure out what we're doing. Because I really like that yellow concept. I just need the right product to achieve it. Un momento. Alright, I think I may have figured it out. This is from Makeup Forever. It's one of their Aqua XL color paints. So this is in the shade M40, which is just a matte yellow. And I'm going to use the Alamar Cosmetics brush. Pack that on the tip. And now wish me luck as I try this again. I think I held my breath that entire time. So it looks okay, but I'm gonna need to clean up the base and really like smooth that out. But that looks a lot better than the one from Flower Beauty. So let's try to do that on the other side. I'm gonna hold my breath again, so you know what? I'll be back. I'll be back. Alright, so I cleaned that up a bit with the Ray Morris brush. I added some more color just to intensify the yellow line. And we made kind of a mess, so I'm going to go back in now with the Kat Von D primer and the Alamar brush and go underneath that yellow to just clean up the line, make it a little sharper. It's not going to be perfect. I've already just accepted that fact. I just want it to be decent looking, you know? I don't need it to be perfect, but I want it to actually have some structure to it. Because right now it looks just like I did not know how to color between the lines in high school. In high school, is that what? Oh my god, can you imagine? I mean, I did art class in high school, I guess. So, listen, just go with it, alright? Listen, at this point, I was struggling. I held my breath. I wasn't breathing. I am sacrificing my life and some brain cells for this. So just let me have things, alright? Alright, so blend that out. It's not the best, okay? But y'all can see the effort that I put. I tried. I really did try. So we're gonna pick some of that shimmery green again from the Alamar palette. The Mykonos. We're gonna put that back on the center of the lid, maintaining the shape that we just struggled for. And the yellow is even cracking, so listen, the struggle is real right now. I just messed up, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're gonna make it happen. And then go back in with the one from the Kaleidos Cosmetics palette. So we have that. That sharpened up the line just a little. What is this? This one is way up. Just let it happen, okay? We're gonna just let it happen and then go back in with Blanc Type over the center of the lid. Just go with it right now because I shouldn't have done that. I mean, I really like how it looks though. You think I can do something else to save it? What do you think? Or just leave it alone? I should just leave it alone. I'm gonna still try to clean it up a little bit and then I'll be back to finish up the rest of the look. Now let's go in with our brow highlighter. This is from Sugarpill. It's the shade One Eye Heart Shaped Cookie. It is a matte, look at me. It's like a matte light beige shade. And I'm using a MAC 242 brush. And I'm going to blend down the edge of the colors that we have on the crease. So you see how high they went? I'm using this shade as almost like an eraser, a buffer. And it's just going to lightly fade the edges some more of the colors we already had down. So that's why I wasn't too worried about the fade, because I knew once I put down my highlighter, I can use it to even blur the edges further and make it look more airbrushed. That is pretty, what? Who said I lost my touch? No one said that, but I'm taking that upon myself. Girl, yes, all right. Whew. That took way too much energy, way too much. All right, so for our skin, because I want to do some work on my skin, let me just clean up, see if there's any fallout, anything here. Let's create a sharp line on that outer V, which it's just a little bit of cleanup for that, nothing too crazy. All right, I'm gonna go in with a foundation I've been loving. It's the All Hours foundation from YSL. This has been my shade since I got a tan. So this is B70, which I believe is mocha. It's just, I think their darkest shade, or one of the darkest, which is repulsive, but it's a good formulation for oily skin, because it really, I shouldn't even be using this since I'm gonna wash this off, but I'm gonna film a couple of videos, so I might as well use one that's long lasting. So I'm just using my Marc Jacobs The Face 3 brush to blend this all over my skin. This is actually a great match for my skin now. Somebody made a comment on one of my videos. I was talking about the shade range from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I said that I don't think the shade range is really good because they go from tan to deep and they skipped dark shades. And she was offended that as a black woman I would have a problem with there being deep shades for dark women of color. And I'm like, that is so asinine. Yes, there are deep shades for women that are really dark, but what about the dark women? And she's like, oh, I think you're lighter than you are. And I'm like, I'm not even gonna entertain this foolishness. I'm like, I think you think that. I think I'm lighter than I am. I know how dark I am. Because of my undertone, some people think I'm lighter than some people think. I know I'm dark, because it's funny how I'll have my friends and I can use their foundation or they can use mine, and they're like, hold up. I'm like, yeah, because I have more of this yellow neutral undertone. You think I'm not that deep, but I am a darker complexion. But the thing is, there are other shades that are darker than me that are still not deep dark. So those shades are missing from the Anastasia range. And how is that not advocating for my people? How is that not advocating for women of color, people of color, to have shades in the darker range? And correct me if I'm wrong, did no one see, I'm gonna put the picture here, did no one see the jump from tan to deep? Like, you don't see dark missing there? Yeah, they're missing shades, and it's not like it's missing shades for light people. It's missing shades for people of our complexion. So excuse me if you wanted to misunderstand and misinterpret and misread that as me wanting lighter shades. You don't argue with stupid people, because people will not be able to tell the difference. My mom had that when I was growing up on one of like these little frames. She had a picture of two people arguing, and it says, never argue with an idiot because people will not be able to tell the difference. And I've lived by that, and it's funny how I've just always carried that with me. And you see things affect you in your child. I should have put concealer on. Things you don't even realize you're really picking up as a child, but it's true. If you argue with an idiot, you're gonna look like an idiot too. So this is the All Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder from Urban Decay. It really helps to mattify the skin. I really love that. Do I even need concealer? Yeah, under my eyes are a little bit dark, not gonna lie. I'm gonna use some of my Tarte Shape Tape. I've been using Tarte Shape Tape a lot. This is a lighter shade. This is Tan Deep Sand. And I was using Deep the other day, and it matches my skin perfectly. I think this is the shade Up. I may be wrong about that, but I think that's the shade Up. All right, let's go ahead and blend that out before it gets too dry. Hopefully the powder that I put down wasn't too much. Is that gonna look too light? Oh my God. Let's pray. because shape tape can be a little bit intense because it is full coverage, and that doesn't look too bad. But let me just blend a little of the foundation color over it. What's just left on my soap dish is where I put my foundation. Now I'm gonna do something off camera to save this yellow. I'm gonna put a little bit of my Crystallized Yellow Glitter from MAC. This is really pretty, so I'm just gonna put this over the yellow line just to make sure it looks a little bit more like seamless. So I'll be right back. Alright, so here's the up close view of the look with the glitter. I think that is a lot better. What do you guys think? I'm gonna apply some mascara. This is my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara to the upper lashes, and then we'll figure out the lower lash line. So for the lashes, I'm gonna go in with these from Miss. These are the 3D volume lash, and the style is M319. These are just from a beauty supply store. They're literally like $3. I'll try to find them online and link them, but they're 100% silk lashes. So let's go ahead and pop these on. All right, so the lashes are on, and I think they look pretty good with the look. So I'm gonna go in with some lower lash color. So I'm going in with this dark teal shade called Marina, and we're gonna just run that on the outer lower lash line with a synthetic concealer brush. This is a small eye shader brush from ColourPop. It just has that flat edge, kind of like a MAC 242. And then I'll go in with the lighter shimmery blue called Bora Bora and run that on the inner lower lash line. I'm actually gonna dampen the brush just a little bit because that shadow is a little bit flaky and it's going all over the place. So I wanna make sure that it picks up on that lower lash line. Alright, let's go ahead and apply lower lash mascara. This is just my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara. And for my lower waterline, I'm just going to use this eye kohl from MAC in the shade Minted. It is just a matte, dark, greeny shade. Alright, so now let's go ahead and work on the rest of the face. Since the eyes are done, I'm going to use this blush palette from Sephora. It's the Spice Market blush palette. And I'm going to use this blush shade right here, which is an orangey tone. And I'm just going to pop that on the ball of my cheek using my Smashbox blush brush. This is a really good blush brush. It has kind of tapered edges, so it grabs product really well and it helps to blend it out as well. And then I'm going to also grab some of the bronzer shade. It looks like it's just like a cinnamon brown shade, but I'm going to use it as a bronzer. Ooh! It's a little pigmented, it has a little kick to it. So it's more of a reddish bronzer. This is a Morphe E2 face brush. One of the only brushes from Morphe that I really like. And just run that around the perimeter of my face where I need a little bit of color along my hairline and such. And then for the highlighter, I'm scared, but I'm gonna grab this light one very lightly on my 4SS brush from Inglot and just lightly, okay, thank God. I was like, oh God, it's gonna be too light, but it actually turns into like a shimmery yellow gold, and I'm just gonna buff that over the top of where we have the blush so it gives a little golden hue. Oh my God, that's pretty. Yes. For the lips, I'm gonna do something really subtle. I'm gonna grab a Sephora lipstick. This is one of their rouge lacquers. This is the shade L14. I will leave the actual shade name below. But it's just like a cinnamon nude lipstick. It's one of their like creamy glossy finishes. And then I'm going to top it off with Flesh Astral Lip Gloss from Pat McGrath. That is, oh, I love these lip glosses from Pat McGrath. They're really gorgeous. Yeah, I think that will do it for us today. There we go. Oh my God, I think this is really pretty. What do you guys think? It took some work, but it was fun just playing with color. The struggle I had was that inner lid area, but it actually turned out really pretty after I added the glitter. And I really love how this palette worked out. Like, look at these eyes. What do you guys think, right? This side turned out better, but I think overall the eyeshadows just, I love this palette. I love how gorgeous it is, and I even love like the shimmer that I popped in from the Kaleidos Cosmetics palette. I think that worked out. Oh, and look at the lips. That's really pretty too. I love the Pat McGrath glosses. They just make your lips look so juicy. I just love them. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think. If you like this kind of get ready with me style tutorial where I walk you through the steps and I show you my struggles and I show you a look and how I achieve it, along with tips and tricks on how to blend and what brushes to use. Let me know if you like that, because I'll gladly do more because I love playing in makeup like this. As usual, I'm going to go ahead and leave a full list of all the products used and mentioned in this video down below in the description box. If those links take you to Sephora or Ulta, those are affiliate links, which means I will get a small sales commission off your purchase if you purchase through those links. If you're not comfortable with that, just shop the way you normally shop. No muss, no fuss. But if you do shop through my links, thank you so much, because it does help me to put right back into the channel. The other links that I will leave to like Ace Beauté, those are not affiliated at all. Those are just indie brands, and I do recommend, highly recommend the Ace Beauté palette and the Kaleidos palettes too. I've been having fun with those, but I have to play with the newer palettes a little bit more before I can recommend those. But definitely check them out. They do get my full endorsement because I do think they make great products. I will also leave links to my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, where you should be following me along. I do outfits of the day and stuff there. I need to get into more makeup posts and stuff, but I do mainly like looks of the day and stuff, like outfits of the day. And I will also go ahead and leave my personalized link to Ana Luisa jewelry, so you can check them out if you're interested in any of the pieces that I showed you today, along with my discount code, which is Tina10 for $10 off your purchase. Definitely check them out as well. I've been really enjoying the different items that I've had from them, and I made purchases of my own, as I mentioned in the introduction. And until my next video, which will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye guys.